Good morning, everybody. It is Tuesday, February 10th, 2026. My name is Don Swanker. I'm going to go ahead and call the Jackson County Board of Supervisors meeting to order. For the supervisors, to my left, I got Mike Steinis. I got Nin Flegel on my right.
Good morning.
We have Bjorn from IT. We have Lisa from the auditors. We have Brittany at the new desk in the back for the press. And Josh Bold is here to grace us with his presence. And first thing we have is I'm going to go ahead and open the public hearing on bridge replacement project. LFMVB 2253-7X-49. Have we got any comments?
I have received separate public hearings. My first question.
Yes.
Separate. Okay. Yep. I have not received any.
So we got to talk about this for 5 minutes.
Our office has not received any comments.
I have not received any comments. Just tell everybody, for where's this bridge at again?
This bridge is on 458th Avenue. For the locals around the area, be around the Buckeye area over by Preston.
Okay. Cool.
And it's up for replacement in.
So it'll be fiscal year 26, the year we're in, but it'll likely get built or depending on. So after today, this, assuming this gets approved, this would go out for bids today or be posted for bids today, for bids to be due at the end of February. And depending on who gets awarded, what the contractor schedule is, maybe they could start. It happened this summer, but just a matter of, whether it's prior to July 1 or after July 1, but most likely after July 1. So it'll probably get built in fiscal year 27.
Okay.
But it's part of our fiscal year 27 expense. So
And it's on the 5-year road plan as 27?
yeah, okay. Or as 26 because it's the way the DOT does it, it's whatever fiscal year it's let in. So since this will be let in this fiscal year, but we have this account for in our fiscal year 27 budget.
Okay.
I would make a motion to close the public hearing.
I would second that.
Got a motion by Mike, second by Nan to close the public hearing on the 458th Avenue Bridge reconstruction. Any other discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. With that, we got 3 minutes. I drove across.
I'd pass the resolution.
What's that?
I would pass the resolution.
Okay. But then we can jump down to discuss a possible motion on action for the resolution number 1165-02-10-2026 to approve the replacement.
I would make a motion.
I would second.
Got a motion by Nin, second by Mike to approve resolution 1165-02-10-2026 for approval of plans, specifications, form of a contract, and cost estimate for the bridge replacement on 458th Avenue, section 22, township 84, range 5E. Any other discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion opposed? Motion carries. Go playing during the meeting. We still got a minute, so I drove across Moorhead Bridge. It's nice to see it open. Looks good.
Yes.
And Kenilworth Bridge, it is impressive how much there is nothing left.
No, it is completely gone.
Yeah.
Piers, superstructure, everything.
I mean, they got the ground groomed way back, and I mean it.
Yeah, the pictures were impressive. I didn't drive over, but.
I had to walk down because they got it barricaded off, but there was.
They have all the H pile for the piling for the piers and all that has arrived on site, thankfully, because it's going to be pretty mild this week. So they got it delivered.
They can put them piers in then too, correct? I mean,
they're supposed to start cofferdams this week once they get a crane in there and start building their cofferdams around the edge of the river to keep, where the pier will go dry. But that's the plan for this week.
Yeah, it's impressive. I mean, it didn't take them that long at all to have that going. So that being said, it's 9:05 and we can proceed with the public hearing on bridge replacement. FL or LFM IA 3320-7X-49. And that would be the 17th Street, Elk Creek, section 33, township 84, range 6E, 50-foot slab.
Yes.
Have we received any comments on that?
I have not.
I have not.
I have not.
Our office has not either.
I know overall, everybody tells me how excited they are. They like the cement slab bridges and things we've been going to versus what was there existing. And in the past, so they're excited to see this continue, so. But I have not received any feedback or anything with this.
And as part of these two projects, we have a scheduled late start date for each, like for the previous one on 458, there was a late start date of I believe July 1st, and this one on 17th Street is August 1st, to an effort to have them built more in ideal times of year, like in the summertime, so that way, assuming normal weather, there's no delays, they can be opened in time for the area residents for harvest.
Good.
Rather than, because I mean, so I'm sure it's a very valuable resource, a non-weight restricted bridge for farmers, so
Right.
these will be constructed in the summer in effort to have them open.
I would make a motion to close the public hearing.
I would second that.
We've got a motion by Mike, second by Nan to close the public hearing on bridge replacement for 17th Street over Elk Creek. Any other discussion? All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Then with that, we can proceed to discuss the possible motion in regards to resolution 1166-02-10-2026, approval and plan specifications, form of a contract and cost estimates for replacement of bridge over 17th Street, Eagle Creek. Any other thoughts, comments, motion?
I would make a motion to approve it.
I would second.
Resolution 1166-02-10-2026.
All right, we have a motion by Nan, second by Mike to approve resolution 1166-02-10-2026. Approval of plan specifications, form of contract, cost estimates for bridge replacement project that goes on 17th Street over Elk Creek. Any other discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carries.
Aye.
They're that excited about it.
Next up is a couple of entrance permits. The first one is for Brian Jasper. It's for a residential entrance on Centerville Road, section 17 of the Prairie Springs Township. It does have enough site distance. It does not require culvert in the right of way, but where there's a creek that is adjacent to the roadway, but it's outside the right of way, so it will require a culvert outside of the right of way, and that's noted in the permit to the individual. Other than that, yeah, meet site distance, culverts noted. Other than that, pretty straightforward, so our office recommends approval.
So moved.
I would second.
This is just for Brian Jaspers, right?
Correct.
Yes.
Okay, we have a motion by Mike, second by Nan to approve the residential entrance permit for Brian Jasper, Perry Springs Township, section 17 of Centerville Road. Any other discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carries.
Next is a residential entrance for Adam Fear on 45th Street, section 20 of the Van Buren Township. This also has enough site distance and requires a culvert as noted on the permit, so we also recommend approval on this.
I'd make a motion to approve.
I would second.
Got a motion by Nan, second by Mike to approve the residential entrance permit for Adam Fear on Van Buren Township, section 20 on 45th Street. Any other discussion? All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries.
And then next are a couple of utility permits. It's been a busy week. Last week for permits. This first one is for Macocata Valley. It's an underground service underneath 188th Street, section 5 of Farmers Creek Township. It's just to bore an underground fiber to a underground fiber serviced parcel number. I don't know if it has an address yet. But parcel number indicated on the agenda. Their boring depths are sufficient, satisfactory, so pretty straightforward for this one, so our department recommends approval on this as well.
I would make a motion to approve the permit as presented.
I would second that.
We got a motion by Mike, second by Nan to approve the right-of-way utility permit for Macocata Valley Electric Cooperative, Farmers Creek Township, section 5 on 188th Street. Any other discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
And last but not least for utility permits is one for Lamont Telephone Company. This one's a little more extensive. It relates to our county secondary roadway system. It is along 308th Street and 395th Avenue, section 30 6 of Tatermore Township. What they are basically putting is a new fiber line all along 308th Street. And then, so 308th Street intersects with Highway 52, just north of Bellevue. It runs east, so they're putting a new fiber all along 308th Street to the intersection of 308th and 395th Avenue. And then running service south from there to serve the residents in the, it's the Dressler or what's the other subdivision that's right there?
Wagner,
Is that the name of it?
I'm not sure.
To serve all that, and I reviewed it all and have talked with Lamont Telephone.
So this has, don't interfere with any of our plans for 395th on that intersection.
So I have talked to them about that, and the only thing that we heard they ended up doing was there's a proposed handhole or junction box, whatever you want to call it, near the intersection of 308th and 395th, and with our proposed roadway project for next year, they have set their handhole or junction box further west to be out of any conflict, so they don't have to basically move, so they only have to do it once instead of moving it.
Yeah, just so we're in coordination with stuff that's where the right of way is gonna be and where the road might be and, yeah.
Because they have on their permit that there may, and sometime in the future, they may have plans to go north from that intersection, but that would be, our road project to be done at that time and with new right of way or wherever the road gets realigned, they would move it within that new right of way. But that's at a later date. They don't know when that will be yet, but they have made the accommodations for our roadway project. So
This was probably not the time to talk about that project, but
we can after this permit, if you want.
no.
So with that accommodation that they've made, our department recommends approval on their permit.
I'd make a motion to approve.
I would second.
Got a motion by Nan, second by Mike to approve the utility right-of-way permit for Lamont Telephone Company, Tatermore Township, section 36, Highway 308th Street and 395th Avenue. Any other discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed? Motion carries.
See updates, we talked about Channel Earth. Moorhead is open, so, thankfully, it's been long awaited, I'm sure anybody that uses that bridge is, welcome site to have it open. It's kind of it right now. We will be approaching our Z15 or 362nd Avenue Bridge replacement project. That will be expected to start here sometime in the month of March.
Good.
That was,
That's private highway?
yes, yep, that was bid last spring and with the late bidding, with the scope of that project being on paved route and all, we had a late start. Talked to the DOT to have a late start date of, I can't remember if it's this March, whether it's, I don't know the exact date, but sometime this March, because we did not want that road closed over winter. So, and I've said it's been the case to this point, so that bridge will be starting sometime in the month of March, most likely. So.
How are we doing for designated roads for reclaiming this year?
We are in the process of getting that determined, and then once those roads get picked out, as we are picking them out, I should say, we are also identifying if there's any fences that are in the right of way, because there
Thank you.
has been some stretches where the fences. I guess there's a lot of fences in the right, but there have been some stretches where fences are like extremely close to the edge of the road that's going to interfere with our reclaim process. So we're in the process of determining all those so we can send out letters appropriately.
So I see some brush clearing on 250th. And I don't know if that's personal or if that's private or if that's our guys, but I can appreciate it, it's being done anyway, but it appears as I come further south that there's still a lot to be done. I'm just wondering if that was our guys or where they're at.
I don't know I know our crews have been over on kind of spread out. So over by like on the east end of the county, they've been over to like 21st Street and what's the other, is it 17th Street? Over by the Sebula area, and then up north, they've been over by the Leisure Lake area with the excavator and stuff, clearing brush and burning piles and all that, so.
So this could have been private too, I don't know, maybe it was a fence thing that they cleaned a bunch up, piled it up, but yeah.
Yeah, I guess, I don't know for sure if it'd be our guys or not, to say the truth.
Nice though, I mean, I appreciate that they're out there clearing brush wherever they are, you know, that it makes it more visible. I mean, there's a lot of critters out there and it just makes it more visible, you know?
Well, it's nice that we have the weather.
Yeah.
We have accommodating for such things because,
Yeah.
you know, with what the next week looks like, it almost gets us halfway through February, so.
Yes, it does.
Don't get the
It's
tape.
gonna get slippery now.
I want it.
So after Thanksgiving and beginning of December, we had whatever 18 inches of snow, that's all melted, so after that, the winter's been pretty accommodating, other than the really strict cold weather we've had there for a week and a half.
Yeah, so the frost did go in a little bit, about 2
Yeah.
3 feet, but
Hopefully it gradually comes
Yeah.
out instead of
Yeah.
abruptly.
this little stretch will help nice, you know?
If it can thaw from the bottom as opposed to all thawing from the top, that's what really helps.
Yeah, they're talking last night, some of the weather next week, they're talking mid to upper fifties, so still cool at night, but we'll take it.
I really appreciate the info that you sent us as far as these permits and input permits, and you can see where it's at and what's
Right.
happening there. Appreciate
And I'm
that.
getting the work order system figured
Well,
out.
it's easier than driving out, think on looking.
I mean, sometimes I care what's going on down there, but for the most part, I don't know what care that.
And that was an error on the County Engineers Association. I don't know, they did some updates. It wasn't anything, Clinton County did not set it up to get sent here, but that's all been taken care of. So now we're
I
working.
don't want to say I could see Todd doing that, but I could see Todd doing
We'll blame him when we can, right?
that.
Especially if he listens.
No, but everything seems to be going good. Appreciate it. Keep up the good work.
Alrighty, thank you.
You betcha.
Have a good day.
He took up that whole desk.
It's handy. It's bid season.
All right, next we got visitors and citizens. I do not see anybody online. We have one visitor. Do you wish to speak?
I just thought I'd give you a general update based on our last conversation and
Good.
heading out to Des Moines today to lobby a little bit on proposed local emergency commission bill. So we talked to cities Friday and really agreeing concept to some agreement that we developed. So everyone's, I think, on board with what we talked about.
With the per capita?
Yeah, Yeah,
Okay.
you know, main concern is among our group is being able to afford an expense outside of the 810. Had that conversation yesterday with our finance and personnel committee about how to attack a negative cash projection into next year, and you can't do anything about it right now. You know, so it's just where we're at, but it seems like we're in a good spot. So hopefully the next few
Our
months.
spot gets tighter and tighter, as we just learned last week, that as we talked about losing money in our general budget.
Yeah,
We were way under on rural. And now we found that they've kind of capped revenue, so whatever we were at becomes our max, and when you grow too much, they cap that, so. Our max levy for rural was $395.
yeah,
Well, because we're at 314, our max is now 314, and when we grow too much, they cut that. So it's really starting to hinder everything in the county and what
Yeah.
we can or can't do.
right.
Us trying to be diligent, you know, financiers and the way we budget things is really, they've really put the screws to the counties that were due diligent in their finances
Right.
because of a few counties that just didn't seem to, they had differences. I don't want to speak to what they did or why they did it, but the state's fix has really put the screws to us.
Yeah, well, I'm fearful for you that they're gonna remove school districts from TIF. There's rumor of that having serious legs. They
Yeah, I don't know
about
about the school district so much, but I hopefully this is some, I mean, they've got pushback enough, I think that
Yeah,
hopefully there's some common sense involved here that
yeah.
we figure out that not everybody's bad guy, you know?
This bill that's being proposed, I mean, I'm going out there today. And I don't know that this passes in current form. And I don't know if you've seen this bill or not, but it replaces 911 service boards with local emergency management commissions. And I really don't think it's a problem to our specific condition. But what this bill also does is create one PSAP for every county. And you can see how this would be a problem for Iowa City or Des Moines area, Polk County. And, it'll get a lot of pushback. But what I would like to just talk about is it's logical in the first version of bill to sit there and say the county sheriff shall be the responsible official for the PSAP. It really shouldn't be that. It should be local emergency management established as a lead agency that's state approved or something. You know, county sheriffs get elected, you have different personalities. they may not agree with what a PSAP's doing traditionally just because of one win on an election. And I think that's some of the stuff that I want to talk about today is don't try to do one big hit and create a solution for 99 problems. So that's what I'm going out there
And
for
the part
today.
of that is that, you know, the local sheriff or whoever, he's not there every day in that PSAP. He don't know what's going on there every day. So, I mean, again, you get to control something that you know very little about. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard enough to control your own department, I would assume, you know.
Right.
So, yeah, I mean. Yeah, there's a lot of bills out there, you know. Can't get a divorce unless there's a good reason now. I don't know what that one's about. People are up in arms about it.
Is there some state mandate about 5-minute public hearings? Like you guys were latching on to that, or is that internal?
I didn't
policy?
hear about that.
We cruise right through public hearings. I say the same things. I haven't received any comments and the council.
They gotta
hasn't.
be.
No, we just-
Yeah,
No, we have to have a start time for each and we did 9 o'clock and
Yeah.
9:05.
We
So we have to wait.
For
So
a while, we
It's
used to
public
have to
that
put it out more and.
sure. Yeah,
when you have back-to-back ones, I think the initial motion was 10 minutes. And
Yeah.
well, what are we gonna do for
well,
now?
I just double checked and there was no time requirement to these things because we'll go right through them.
Well, I guess,
Our biggest thing was, since they had to be two separate public
Yeah.
hearings.
so,
Well, there was a new one that come up last week, a bill, and it had in regards to townships and trustees and all that kind of stuff, so they want to eliminate the townships.
yeah.
And I said, well, I assume that's just because they don't have nobody to volunteer for trustees and they want to put the responsibilities back on supervisors. Well, I did read something about it because we had some interest from one person or a couple people and, you know, worried about the townships and stuff.
Well, the biggest thing it affects would be fire protection, I would think.
Fire protection and the fencing, you know, you get into that and it's a mess once in a while. you know.
Didn't they want to establish a county fence viewers? Wasn't
That's
that
part of it.
I was gonna say, cause
Yeah.
I read part of that bill that can you imagine trying to find people in the county that want to volunteer to be a fence viewer?
Get into that dispute, yeah. I've been in a few of them.
There's a few people that would like that.
Yeah.
But no, so yeah, we will,
Well, keep us posted, Josh, whatever you learn, yeah.
Yep.
and,
Brendan's told me this morning, he's received actually a handful of interested parties for the new position, so
Nice.
he felt somewhat optimistic. Hopefully we end up with a good candidate, whether it's internal or external, and getting a good person in here. So,
Cool.
nice chatting with you.
Appreciate it.
All right, have a good day.
Wait for us.
Miss,
Thanks.
Miss Lisa, you have the helm.
So this morning I need a motion to approve the minutes for the February 3rd, 2026 board meeting and work session and the February 5th, 2026 work session written by Auditor Smith and authorized publication in the official newspapers.
So moved.
Second,
Got a motion by Ned, second by Mike to approve the February 3rd, 2026 board proceedings and work session and the February 5th, 2026 work session minutes as written by Auditor Smith and authorized publication in the official newspapers. Any other discussion? All those in favor say aye.
aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Need a motion to approve and also authorize the auditor's office to issue warrants in the publication of the claims listing in the amount of $475,881.13.
So move.
Second.
Motion by Mike, second by Ned to authorize the auditor's office to issue warrants and the publication of the claims listing in the amount of $475,881.13. Any other discussion?
It
Just,
was,
yeah, the big note in there is the $266,000 dispatch payment was the big thing. There was a
piece of.
yeah, for dispatch, so there's a few other things in there, but that was the
Yeah.
notable one. Any other discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
As far as your meetings this week, looks like they've canceled your WMA meeting for today. There is a Jackson County Board of Health meeting tonight at 7 o'clock here at the courthouse. Tomorrow, it looks like Don's on Just Talk on KMAQ. Nin's got a 1 o'clock, 0 to 5 and 60 meeting. Looks like that's a Zoom meeting. You also have a Ports of Eastern Iowa meeting, Nin does, and anybody can go to the Veterans Affairs meeting at 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. On Thursday, there is a Mississippi Valley Workforce meeting for Don by Zoom. And there's also a Jackson County Area Tourism Association meeting by Zoom for anybody that wants to go. And So there is a tech meeting for WMA next week, Don, or is that been
Yeah.
canceled also?
No, that's there.
So it is there, okay, so watershed management is next Monday at 10, 1:30. Then there's a waste authority meeting at the transfer station for Mike. And 6 o'clock Monday night is the Jackson County Zoning Board here at the courthouse for anyone that wants to attend. And we're right back here next Tuesday. We've got a public hearing at 11 o'clock on the 5-year road plan, but looks like a few meetings going on for the week, so. And with that, that's all that I have for the board today.
Awesome. Anything you want me to talk about and mention on Just Talk?
Yeah,
Go for it.
the transfer station is going up. It's got new steel going up and the outside.
Now, this is new steel?
It's new steel,
Okay.
different color even.
Different color.
No, I come by this morning, I didn't pull in, I was gonna take a picture, but no, they got a couple cranes there and the outside. Big beams are going up, so I'm sure the trestles will be next and then it's a steel and so it's progress and they got good working weather. Hopefully they can make some progress, yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
Cool.
It is open though, again, so it's open for
For
small
small things,
vehicles, yeah.
no commercial.
And he said they've been getting a little more and more, so.
Okay. They're getting the flow, so,
Yeah.
okay.
I'll
Cool.
get busy here in about a couple weeks. People start getting spring fever and cleaning things out and.
Oh, I'm gonna have trailer smoke.
Yeah, I won't get this time, but it'll be a little bit, but it is going forward.
All right. Anything else for the good of the meeting, board and commissions?
RTA meeting, I guess, went pretty normal.
Yeah.
We went through a lot of different grant stuff that was going on and funding and went through the budget and the audit and
They didn't really mention our building very much,
no.
but
I mean, we talked about it a little bit as far as the insurance claim and what's going on, but yeah, well, everything seems to be in order. And contractor and our,
the only thing I would ask is,
Working on that part, the adjuster came down, he told us to get a contractor.
I would just recommend, because I usually zoom into the RTA meeting, you guys are there in person. Maybe you could talk to them about doing an audio check before the meeting starts, so we don't have that.
yeah, I don't know what that was all about. That was the first
I
time.
think
they
that,
had
yeah,
that
they were
meeting.
having an issue with the owl somehow or another, but yeah. So,
That's a
Again,
technical
just make
difficulties.
yeah, we went about 10 minutes before we figured out that nobody
Nothing.
could hear,
Nothing that was too exciting.
so.
Yeah, they couldn't hear anybody online.
Oh,
Yeah, we could hear them, they couldn't hear us. So, well, if there's nothing else, I see we have a work session at about 10 o'clock to talk about the solar
mhm.
The
We did
solar
invite
arrays for the,
yesterday. I made a phone call to the sheriff's office. It sounds like Kim will be here. It was questionable as far as if Crocker would be here or not, and
You get anybody
I
else?
don't know I don't know if Mike reached out to Bruce Fisher or not, but Chris Krogman from MME will be here.
Okay,
cool. Is county coming by chance with, or are we just gonna use their emails that they sent us?
I asked them to send me, and that's what he sent me, so I don't know if it'll be something else, and I assume that maybe Karen will have something, I don't know.
Okay,
she had something at the budget there.
Yeah,
You said Karen, right? You said Karen come.
Karen. Mhm.
all right, if there's nothing else,
I take a motion to adjourn.
1 second.
got a motion by Nan, second by Mike to adjourn. Any other discussion? All those in favor say aye.
All right.
Aye. Motion carries. Have a great day, everybody.